Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gloucester High School football here on KPN TV. And next to me is Coach Tony Zarelli of the Gloucester High School football team. And, Coach, you had to have been pleased with the way you guys came out and played last week to start the season.
Yeah, I was. We're a relatively young team, so to see them come out and execute the way they did, I was happy. I thought we had a good first half. But, you watch film, there's a lot of things we need to work on. So we've been working on those all week, and hopefully we'll be a little bit better this week.
One of the things I was impressed with last week was your speed on defense. You guys were swarming around like a bunch of bumblebees out there.
Yeah, we were excited to play, and we're quick on defense. We got a lot of athletic kids, and they love to buzz around and they love to find the football. So I think that's something that's one of our attributes, is that we are quick, and hopefully that will play tonight as well.
Yeah, I thought that was great. Playing Beverly tonight. They're coming off a loss to Lynn English. You're expecting a tough game here tonight?
Absolutely. Anytime Beverly comes to town, we expect a tough game. Yeah. They had a tough loss to English. English was a good team, and they got up quick on Beverly. But I'll tell you, Beverly stuck in the game. They kept fighting. They kept playing. They almost came back. I'm expecting nothing less than a battle here tonight.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Good night. We'll be back with Gloucester High School football in just a few moments.
To Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese John.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you're a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support KPN Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about KPN, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of KPN and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support KPN TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, KPN TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that KPN TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. KPN TV provides so much for Gloucester and KPN. We are a very proud supporter of KPN TV.
To learn more about becoming a KPN TV underwriter, email sponsor@kpntv.org.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Phil Nicastro, and with me now is Nick Kukuru with the Gloucester Times. And Nick, the fishermen could have asked for a better start last week.
Oh, big time. I mean, that game was never really competitive from start to finish. I honestly thought that 29-8 was not even as close as the game really was, to be honest with you.
Sign of a good team is the Fishermen took advantage of every mistake Revere made in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's key. I mean, they're going to have to, you have to take advantage of those short fields, and they did. And the score was, indicative of that, lopsided.
What was your opinion of the speed on defense?
I thought the defense was excellent. I had Revere at 4 yards of offense in the first half. I had the starting team at 13 yards before they, put the backups in when it got out of hand. I thought the defense was the strength of the game. But
they were all over the place. They were like bumblebees everywhere.
And, pass, run. No one was open down the field. They were settled for flat passes that went for about a yard or two. And in the run game, there was just nowhere to go. They didn't have a chance.
This Beverly team coming off a loss to Lynn English, they're going to be desperate tonight. You don't want to go 0-2.
Yeah, exactly. And that was probably the most interesting score of the week last week. At least the most surprising.
Right, yeah.
So we'll see. They're going to be they're going to have a chip on their shoulder tonight. They're not going to want to go 0-2. And they've had success here in week 2. Gloucester's gotten the better of them when they played later in the season, but when they meet early, Beverly has kind of gotten the better of them.
All right, Nick, thank you. All right, I'm Phil McCash. We'll be back with Gloucester High School football in just a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
And a big game here tonight, week 2 of the regular season. Beverly will receive the opening kickoff. And that Gloucester defense will take the field first. And what a week they had last week against Revere. They were all over the place. And kicking off for Gloucester, number 24, Brandon Rivera. Back deep for Beverly, number 28, Clark Marchant. And the ball is teed up. And we're just about ready for exciting Gloucester-Beverly football action. Brandon Rivera tees it all up. He's
Gloucester is number 20.
Got the whistle from the ref. And he approaches the ball and he booms it away. Good kick. Number 5 for Beverly, receives it. 20, 25, gets around the corner. Cuts back, cuts it inside, gets about to the 30, 33-yard line. So Beverly will go on offense first. At number 10, Nick Berry is the starting quarterback. Had a good week last week against English, throwing the ball. Of course, Beverly was down 20 points early in that game, so they were forced to throw the ball just about all night long. He had a good night throwing it, but English came away with the victory. And Beverly, they need this win tonight. 0-2 won't be a good start for them. And as soon as this game starts, it starts to rain. It figures. All right, here we go. First play of the game. Nick Berry, number 10. Beverly, they do a lot of shifting on their offense. Triple I formation. No wideouts. And that has to be on Beverly, I believe.
Referees have thrown a penalty flag.
Yeah, false start, Beverly. Offensive lineman number 79.
5-yard penalty.
Ben Ames jumped the gun a bit.
Now at the 28-yard line.
The ball has now been spotted on the 28-yard line. Now Beverly has it first down 15. And we'll see if that Gloucester defense can repeat last week's performance.
First and 15.
First and 15. Triple I formation. No wideouts. Handoff up the middle. Good yardage. Gets it up to the 40. Number 2 for Beverly. Amir Asafari.
John Hannon carries to the 40-yard line.
There's a gain of about 10 yards in the play for Beverly. So it makes it second down and 3 for the Panthers. Handoff. First down gain for Beverly. Number 2 again. Al Safari.
First down Beverly, just shy of the 45-yard line.
So first and 10 Beverly on their own 45-yard line. Nick Berry calling the stainless with his pitch out. Al Safari again. And he gains about 5. So Beverly moving the ball right now. Second down and 5.
Beverly, second down.
Ball right at midfield.
And the Lynn guy is here. What did we do?
So number 2, Al Safari for Beverly has been the workload so far. He's had all 3 carries. Second down 5, right at the 50-yard line for Beverly. And here comes the rain. Double I formation this time. Passing. No, the fisherman put pressure on him. He throws it out of bounds. Good pass rush by the fisherman. Number 21, Harrison Marshall, was in there. That's going to bring up a third down for Beverly. Is there a flag on the play?
Referee's flag on the field.
There is a flag down. And we're not sure what it is yet. Waiting for the referee.
Whoa, here comes the other guy. There he is.
He's talking to the Gloucester captain, so I would think it's on Beverly. All right, so Gloucester will accept the penalty. It was a 5-yard penalty. Now that makes it second down 10.
5-yard penalty against Beverly.
8 minutes, 55 seconds left, first quarter. And as soon as they kicked the ball off, it started to rain heavily. All right.
Second down and 10.
Second down 10, Beverly on their own 45. Up the middle. El Safari again. Amir El Safari for Beverly, number 2. Gain of about 6.
6-yard gain. Beverly now at the Gloucester 49-yard line.
All right, Beverly penetrates Gloucester's territory at the 49. Makes it a 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers. No, excuse me, 3rd down and 4. So a big play for the Fisherman defense here. Handoff. He gets the 1st down. Al Safari again. Number 2. And Beverly right now moving the ball well on the ground.
Tackle. 1st down, Beverly. The Gloucester 43.
With Amir El Safari with the workload. First and 10, Beverly at the Gloucester 44. Make it the 43. Triple I formation. And flags down. That looked like Gloucester moved. Yeah, that's on the defense. So it's going to be 1st and 5 for Beverly here.
Encroachment against Gloucester.
Now the ball is on the 38-yard line.
1st and 5.
1st down 5 for Beverly. So the Fishermen give him 5 yards. The ball is on the 38-yard line.
1st down, 4 yards to go.
1st and 4. Make it 1st and 5 for the Panthers. Inside handoff, El Safari again. Just short of the 1st down. Second down and about 1.
Lost the 34-yard line.
2nd down and 1 for the Panthers. A long one, 1.5. Ball's on the Gloucester 34, 7:07 remaining 1st quarter. Just on the way here at Newell Stadium. Gloucester versus Beverly. Inside handoff, and they turn the corner. 1st down, Beverly. And nice tackle. They got the 1st down, but a nice tackle by number 13, Matt Smith.
Beverly 1st down on a reverse.
On that inside reverse.
Lost the 30-yard line.
So it's a 1st down, Beverly. But if it wasn't for that tackle, that might have been a touchdown. Matthew Smith. All right, Beverly, 1st and 10 from the Gloucester 30. Handoff, El Safari again. Gain of about 4. 2nd down and 6.
Just shy of the Gloucester 25-yard line. 1st down.
2nd and 6 for Beverly. And the ball on the
down.
The ball's on the Gloucester 26-yard line. Beverly moving the ball well on their 1st possession. Pass in. Here comes that pass rush again, and he has to throw it away.
Thrown away by the Beverly quarterback.
There's one thing the Fishermen have shown in these first 2 weeks of the season has been a good pass rush. The quarterback can never set his feet. So he had to throw the ball away, Berry, the Beverly quarterback. It brings up a 3rd down and 6. And the Fishermen defense needs to come up big here.
3rd down and 5.
And Beverly jumped off sides that time. The entire left side of the line moved. And it's going to bring down a 3rd and 11 now for the Panthers.
Beverly offside, 5-yard penalty.
So the ball goes back to the Gloucester 31-yard line. So
3rd down, 11 yards to go.
3rd and 11 for Beverly. Handoff, Al Safari again, and they got him. Oh, boy, good last-minute tackle there by number 2 for the Fishermen, Ollie Emerson. It brings up a 4th down now for Beverly. What are they going to do here? It's 4th down and 4. And I think they're too close to punt.
Down.
So they're probably going to go for it. Yeah, they are.
3.
All right, 4th down. Big play for the Fishermen defense here. Handoff. Al Safari again, but the Fishermen jam him. And I don't think he got the first down. And Gloucester's offense will take the field. Good job by the defense there. Although Beverly did move the ball well on that first series.
Stops Beverly short of the first down. Takes over on possession.
So number 13 for Gloucester comes out. Matthew Smith, the quarterback. So Gloucester gets their first opportunity of the night on offense. KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. Jim Capillo on the camera. I'm Phil Nicastro. Fisherman on the ball. Fisherman with the ball for the first time tonight. Handoff. And caught behind the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers defense came up big that play. Ball carrier was Mark Smith.
Loss of yardage.
No, excuse me. That was number...
2nd and 12.
That was number 22, Dalen Locke, who had a big game last week against Revere. He got caught behind the line of scrimmage that time. It brings up a 2nd down and 12 for Gloucester. All right, here come the Fishermen. 2nd and long. Handoff, big hole. That was Dalen Locke again. Number 22 for the Fishermen. Good yardage there. It brings up a 3rd down, and we have a flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the field.
We have a holding on Gloucester.
Holding against Gloucester.
So bring it back. So the ball has been moved all the way back to the Gloucester 11-yard line. It makes it 2nd down and very long. Second down and about 20 for Gloucester. So Gloucester in a hole right now. Another flag. It's on the Fishermen. An offensive player moved. And a good yardage there. 1st down, but it's going to come back.
Is good enough for a Gloucester 1st down.
And it's offsides Fishermen. I saw the player move. And that was unfortunate because Dalen Locke had the 1st down yardage.
Illegal motion against Gloucester.
And that's going to bring the ball inside the 10, pretty close to the 5-yard line. So the Fishermen are in a pretty deep hole right here.
Repeat 2nd down, 22 yards to go.
Makes it 2nd down and 22 for Gloucester. This is where you got to be careful. These long yardage situations deep in your own territory. Matthew Smith, Fisherman quarterback. Reverse. Mark Smith turns the corner and he gets some yards. Gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Fishermen. So the Fishermen are facing a 3rd down and about 15.
3rd down, 17.
Yeah, 3rd and 17. Smith avoids the tackle, but he can't get out of the second one. Gain of about 3 yards on the play, but the Fishermen are going to have to punt.
Flush from the pocket, gains 2 yards.
So the first possession for Beverly, they had to turn it over on downs. And now Gloucester has to punt the ball. And they're going to be very careful deep in their own territory, punting the football. Number 2 for Beverly, back deep. Al-Safari.
4th down, 14.
Amir Al-Safari. Senior running back. He's back deep for Beverly. And punting for Gloucester is Dalen Locke, number 22. Gets a good snap. Boots it away. Nice kick. Al-Safari has it at midfield. And he brings it down to the 40, to the 39. A gain of about 11 on the punt return.
Beverly returns the punt to the Gloucester 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Beverly in pretty good field position on the Gloucester 38-yard line. 2:08 remaining, first quarter. No score. As the whale watch boats go through the Annisquam River at high tide tonight. All right, 1st and 10, Beverly. I formation, twins left, quick handoff. Couple of yards for Beverly. Number 12, the ball carrier.
Gets the ball to the Gloucester 35-yard line.
Clayton Malcapine on the carry for Beverly. Gain of about 3. Clock is running, 1:43 remaining in the first quarter. Pass. High. Oh, almost intercepted.
Incomplete pass by Beverly.
And Dalen Locke was right there. Pass was high. He had a hand on it. And he's killing himself right now. We thought he should have caught that for the interception.
3rd down, 7 yards.
3rd and 7 now for Beverly. Clock stop at 1:33 remaining in the first quarter. Good crowd here tonight at Newell Stadium for the Gloucester-Beverly game. Third down, 7 for the Panthers. A big 3rd down play for the Fishermen defense. Shotgun. Berry keeps it, and he doesn't get too far. Tackle is made by number 13, the quarterback, Matthew Smith.
Beverly quarterback tackled on the Gloucester 35-yard line.
And it brings up another 4th down situation for Beverly. And what are they going to do here? And it looks like they're going to go for it. They're inside Gloucester territory at the 35-yard line. The rain has lightened up a bit. All right, I formation for Beverly, twins left. Handoff, and the Fishermen got him in the back. The ball's loose, and the Fishermen recover. There was Al-Safari again.
Could be a fumble.
And it was recovered by number 67 for Gloucester.
Recovered by Gloucester High School Fishermen. Gloucester's 1st down on its own 39-yard line.
Ollie Emerson with the original hit. The ball came loose. And it was recovered by number 68, Luke Walkema. So Gloucester goes on offense for the 2nd time tonight. 1st and 10 at their own 39. And we have a timeout. And we have a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Gloucester Fishermen.
And it's only a 20-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, fast approaching. Monday, October 2nd. The Gloucester High School football fundraisers
All right.
Sponsoring a dinner at the Studio Restaurant. All-you-can-eat buffet, $15 per person.
1st and 10 Gloucester after the quick 20-second timeout. Quick snap. Dalen Locke has the opening. He's got plenty of room. He turns the corner. He's going to take it down the sidelines, and he may take it all the way, and he gets tackled down the 10-yard line. No flags on the play.
Long run by Fisherman.
Dalen Locke with an excellent sweep for the Fishermen. They're down and they're in business at the Beverly 10.
Down just outside the 10-yard line.
Number 22, Dalen Locke. The ball is at the Beverly 11. Okay, so it's 1st and 10, Fishermen, not 1st and goal. Handoff. Can't have a couple. Ball carrier was Ryan Argentino, number 8.
Gloucester down to the Beverly 8-yard line.
Ball's on the Beverly 8, gain of 3. Makes it 2nd down and 7 for Gloucester. They can still get a 1st down inside the Beverly 1, but this is the last play of the 1st quarter. All right, with the score, Beverly nothing, Gloucester nothing. We'll be right back in a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, everybody, welcome back. First quarter is over, 0-0. Fishermen are facing a 2nd down and 7 from the Beverly 8. That was a fast-paced first quarter. All right, here we go. Second quarter action. Smith calling the signals. Handoff. Lock. Gain of a couple.
Gloucester advances to the Beverly 4-yard line.
Ball gets down to the 4-yard line. Going to carry by Dalen Locke. It makes it a 3rd down and 3 for Gloucester. That was a gain of 4 by Locke. And like I said, the Fishermen can still get a 1st down inside the 1-yard line. So we'll see what happens with that. Smith reversed to his brother Mark, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Gloucester.
Mark Smith, number 32. And the Fishermen go up 6-0 with 10-11 remaining in the second quarter. So Mark Smith, number 32, is the brother of Matt Smith. And Mark gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Puts the Fishermen up 6-0. And Brandon Rivera will come on for the extra point. Matthew Smith, the quarterback, holding. Snap ball down, kick is up, and it is good.
The point is good.
So the teams head back upfield with the score, Gloucester 7, Beverly nothing. We'll be back in just a moment.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the Cape Ann area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
Daddy, that light's on again. I think we need to go to Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese, John.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you're a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. 10-11 left, second quarter. Mark Smith, a 3-yard touchdown run. Brandon Rivera with the extra point. Fishermen lead at 7-0. Rivera will kick off. Here comes Rivera. Booms it away, low liner. The ball bounces. It's a free ball. They pick it up. Good tackling by the Fishermen.
Beverly,
number 54 for
advances it to the Gloucester Beverly 25-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Beverly 25.
Jeffrey Latanzi on the tackle. Latanzi, number 54 on the special teams tackle. So Beverly goes back on the offense. The ball is on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Nick Berry, the quarterback for Beverly, had a big game last week in a losing effort. Handoff. Good yardage there. Amir Al-Safari again.
By Beverly.
Al-Safari, he's had the ball most of the time for Beverly tonight. Amir Al-Safari for Beverly, number 2. They're featuring him. Clock continues to run. Second quarter action, 7-0 Fishermen. Second down and 5. That was the gain of 5. Berry calling the signals. Got motion, got I formation. Inside handoff, and the Fishermen are there. Although they couldn't get him. They do eventually. He got a couple extra yards. They should have had him before that.
Close to a 1st down.
And is it a 1st down? Yep.
It is a 1st down.
It was close to a 1st down, but they're going to give it to him.
At the Beverly 35-yard line.
I thought that was worth the measurement, but the referees say no. First and 10, Beverly at their own 35-yard line. Jim Capillo on the camera tonight. I'm Phil Nicastro. KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. Berry calling the signals for Beverly. Handoff. Al Safari, he takes a big hit, but he finds a way to get 5 more yards.
Gain of 6.
Dalen Locke with a big hit on Al Safari, but he still managed 5 or 6 yards on the play. Second down and 4, 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Second down 4 for the Panthers. Flag down, free play, Beverly.
Flags down.
And if it's offsides Gloucester, it will give Beverly an automatic first down. And I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, offsides Gloucester.
Penalty is against Gloucester.
So it will be first and 10 Beverly at their own
First down Beverly.
46-yard line.
Beverly 42-yard line.
The ball is at the 47. First and 10 Beverly. Handoff. Al Safari. But this time the fisherman caught on to him. It looks like that one might have been a loss of yardage.
Maybe a gain of a few inches.
So no gain on the play. Put the ball back at the 47. Second down 10 Beverly. And the rain is just about as stopped. Little drizzle maybe. Second down, 10, Beverly. Berry, fake handoff, throw in. Passes picked off.
Interception by the fisherman.
Dalen Locke. He thought he should have had one earlier, but he got this one. And we got a flag on the play.
Late flag came in, intercepted by the Gloucester fisherman.
But the flag came after the interception, so the interception should stand, no matter who the penalty is on. I think we got a face mask on Beverly. Let's see what happens. Personal foul. Holding. It's on Gloucester. Oh, no. But that's okay. We still have the ball. The penalty came after the interception. All right, so the ball has been moved back to the Gloucester 45-yard line.
Ball is against Gloucester.
But the fishermen are on offense.
Gloucester still maintains possession of the football and is sitting at their own 45-yard line.
First and 10 fishermen at their own 45 after the Dalen Locke interception. He caught right in front of the receiver and picked it off. 7:12 left, second quarter. Fishermen are looking to go up by 2 scores. Handoff, Ryan Argentino, and nowhere. Maybe a yard if he's lucky.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, second down 10. I'm looking out at that Beverly defensive line, and they got some big boys. All right, second down 10 for Gloucester. Wing T formation for the fishermen. Handoff, Locke. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. And it brings up a very important third down situation for Gloucester. Number 22, Dalen Locke.
Be 3rd and 7.
He has seen a lot of the ball these first 2 games, Dalen Locke, number 22 for the fishermen. He's just a sophomore, Dalen. All right, third down and 7 for Gloucester. Big play here. Reverse. Mark Smith cuts it inside, and he just doesn't quite get to the first down. It's going to bring down a 4th and about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. And so what are the Fishermen going to do here? We'll see.
4th down, short 4.
No, not as close as I thought. Okay. They're saying his knee went down. So it's 4th and 4. And the Fishermen look like they're going to go for it. Might be a risky move here, but all right, here we go. 4th down and 4. We're approaching 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And we have a timeout called by Coach Tony Zarelli. And I think that was a good call. This is a full timeout. Yep, okay.
Timeout, Fishermen.
With the score, Gloucester 7, Beverly nothing. No, wait a minute now. Hold
Ladies and
on.
gentlemen, don't forget to support your Gloucester
No, it's a
Fishermen.
20-second timeout.
Purchase some 50/50 tickets. We have booster people walking around with these bright yellow tickets. Buy a few.
So it's a 20-second timeout for Gloucester. All right. 4th down and 4. The ball is on the Beverly 49-yard line.
Gloucester, 4th and 4.
And we'll see what they can come up with on this play.
8-yard line.
Quick snap, lock, and he doesn't get there, I don't think. Nope, 1 yard short. So the
Beverly
Fishermen
stops Gloucester.
are going to hand it over on downs
Possession.
over to Beverly.
Beverly first down at the Beverly 47-yard line, 46-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10 Beverly at their own 46. That was a risky move by Coach Tony Zarelli, but he went for it. And it didn't pay off. Just under 5 minutes left, second quarter. All right, Beverly on the offense. Quick handoff. And the Fishermen getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Beverly loses a couple of yards.
Anthony Petrelli on the tackle.
Second and long 11.
Loss of about 2 on the play. Make it 2nd and 12. So the Gloucester defense been picking it up here a bit last couple of drives. I formation. Twins right this time. And what do we got? And we got a timeout on the field. And is it a full timeout? Let's see. No, it's not. It's a 20-second timeout.
Beverly timeout.
So
second and a short 12.
Both teams have used their 20-second timeouts, but neither one of them has taken a full timeout yet. All right, here we go. 2nd down 12 for Beverly. Pass in. Look out, it's a screen. Be careful. He's got plenty of room. And it was a good screen play by Beverly. Did he get the first down? It looks like he did. A 12-yard gain on the screen play by Beverly. The Fishermen came with a heavy pass rush, and you can see the screen developing.
First down, Beverly.
That was a nice play by the Panthers.
At the Gloucester 44-yard line.
1st and 10, Beverly at the Gloucester 44. Twins left, I formation. Flag down again. And it's on Gloucester this time. Defense
No
moved
gain,
again.
Flags thrown.
So it'll be 1st and 5, Beverly.
Offside Gloucester.
And the Gloucester defense has committed
penalty, 1st and 5.
a few penalties in this first half of this game, unlike last week, where they were almost flawless. All right, 1st down and 5 for Beverly. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left, first half. Berry, he's looking downfield. He's got a man there. It's caught. It's a touchdown, Beverly.
Touchdown, Beverly High School. Long pass play from the Gloucester 44-yard line.
Number 28, Clark Marchant on the receiving end of a 45-yard touchdown pass by Berry. Nick Berry. And it's 7-6. So Beverly looks like they're going to go for 2. No, they're going to kick the extra point. Number 41, Jack Laganis, is going to come in and try to tie this game. Another offsides by Gloucester. The kick is up, and it is no good.
Extra point is no good. Gloucester leads 7. Beverly Panthers 6.
But there's an offsides penalty again on the Fishermen. And this time, Beverly will get another chance, and they might go for 2 this time.
Gonna re-kick it.
So the ball will now go to half the distance to the goal line. And Beverly might go for 2 now. Good crowd on hand tonight, 3:04 left. First half, 7-6 Gloucester. And does Beverly go for 2 now? Let's see what they're going to do. Yep, they are. They're going to go for 2. Quarterback sneak. Did he get it in? Yep, he got it. Nick Berry gives Beverly an 8-7 lead. So the teams head back upfield with the score. Beverly 8, Gloucester 7. We'll be back in just a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support KPN Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about KPN, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support KPN TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, KPN TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that KPN TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. KPN TV provides so much for Gloucester and KPN. We are a very proud supporter of KPN TV.
To learn more about becoming a KPN TV underwriter, email sponsor@kpntv.org.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Beverly takes an 8-7 lead. Number 41 will kick off for Beverly, Lagani. He booms it away. Nice high kick. 15, 20. Gets it up to the 21-yard line.
Runs it out to the 20-yard line.
Number 17, Antonio Romeo Oliver with the kickoff return. So the Fishermen come out. 1st and 10 at their own 20. They trail it now 8-7. With just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. First and 10 for Gloucester.
Gloucester Fishermen 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line.
Handoff, nowhere. Dalen Locke, he fights for maybe 1 yard.
Quarterback takes it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain in the play.
Beverly. No timeout, referees.
.248 left first half. Beverly with a slim 1-point lead. All right, the Fishermen break the huddle. 2:48 left first half. Motion goes Smith. Matthew Smith passing. Throws it, completes it. Nice pass, first down.
Completed pass for the Fishermen.
Gets it out to the 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
And it looks like the receiver, I'm not sure who he was, is down with an injury in the Beverly sideline. Number 32, Mark Smith. So Matt Smith to Mark Smith. And Mark Smith had a problem last week with injuries too, but he came back and played well. And we'll take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
To Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese Shop.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you're a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support KPN Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about KPN, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Mark Smith, the receiving end of that pass. He was down with an injury, got the first down, but he comes running off the field. He's a tough kid. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left, first half. Fishermen trail it by 1 point, 8-7. Penalties have done the Fishermen in this half. So 1st and 10 Gloucester at their own 31.
Gloucester 1st and 10 at its own 31-yard line.
Locke, he's got caught behind the line of scrimmage. He broke away. No, he almost broke away from it. But he loses about 3 yards. So the Fishermen are facing a 2nd down and 13.
Second and 12 at the Gloucester 28-yard line.
Gloucester has the ball on their own 28-yard line. 2nd down and 13. Smith, here comes the pass rush. You got to get out of there, and he gets rid of it. And is that going to be? Is that going to be grounding the ball, or is they going to get him for grounding? If it's grounding the ball, it's a loss of down as well.
Did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, intentional grounding on Gloucester. That's a loss of down. A 5-yard penalty and a loss of down.
Penalty against Gloucester. Now on the 19-yard line.
So the Fishermen right now are not in a good spot. 3rd down and about 20. And Matt Smith, he was being chased down. He tried to get rid of the ball, but they got him for intentional grounding. There was no receiver in the area.
Gloucester 3rd down, 22.
Make it 3rd and 22 for Gloucester. Short gain. Ryan Argentino with the ball. And Gloucester's going to have to punt here with 1:47 left in the half. And Beverly, they're looking to get the ball back and score again.
At the 21.5-yard line.
And
4th and 20.
we have a timeout, I believe, on the field. We're not sure. No. All right, 4th down for Gloucester. Punting situation. Dalen Locke will do the punting. The Fishermen need a good kick here. They got to get out of this hole. All right, Dalen Locke, punt formation. Oh, offsides, Beverly. Although that's not enough for the 1st down, but we'll take the 5 yards.
Beverly.
Are you sure that's present?
5-yard penalty.
Now it makes it 4th down and 15, but it's still a punt situation for the Fishermen. Nice snap. Locke. Good kick. Low liner. Al-Safari with it. He gets a head start. Look out. And he gets good yardage and brings it down inside the Gloucester 35-yard line. Down to about the 32. So Beverly will have great field position here with a minute and a half left in the 1st half.
Punt is run back to the Gloucester 32-yard line.
So the Gloucester defense needs to come up big here and try to hold Beverly from scoring again. All right, Beverly 1st down at the Gloucester 32-yard line. Berry throws it out there, throws it away.
Thrown out of bounds by Beverly. Second down.
We have a flag down.
There is a flag on the field.
It was a late flag. That ball was already thrown out of bounds. Let's see what the referee has. The Gloucester players are clapping their hands. Looks like it might be on Beverly this time. A lot of flags in this game, both teams.
Penalties on Beverly.
Holding.
First and 10. First and 15.
Oh, 5-yard penalty. Okay, it was offsides. Was it? Offsides, Beverly. Okay. All right, first down 15 for the Panthers. 1:26 left. Berry throws it out there. That wide out screen, and it goes nowhere. Maybe a couple. Number 28 for Beverly on the receiving end.
Ball's on the Gloucester 30.
Clark Marchant. He has the Beverly touchdown.
Second down and a long 11.
Second down, 11 for the Panthers. We're under a minute. The clock is running. Handoff. Good tackle in there by the Fisherman.
Stuffed at the line.
Number 5.
Third down.
Petrelli. Anthony Petrelli. And Beverly calls a timeout. It has to be a full timeout now. Yeah, okay. A full timeout. 45 seconds left in the first half. And we'll be back in a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support KPN Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support KPN Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the KPN area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back. 45 seconds left, first half. It's a third down for Beverly and 12. This is a big play for Gloucester. They don't want Beverly to get another first down. Another typical Gloucester-Beverly matchup. Watch out for that reverse number. A reverse pass. He's got a man out there. He's not going to reach him.
Quarterback shuffles off to the halfback.
Halfback pass.
Incomplete. 4th and 12.
The pass was intended to number 5 for Beverly. Pat Parsons But it's a 4th down and long now for Beverly, 4th and 12. And of course they're going to go for it inside Gloucester territory with 38 seconds left in the half. All right, shotgun formation for Beverly this time. Twins right, single wide left. Here comes the pass rush, and they're going to sack him.
Beverly quarterback is sacked.
Ollie Emerson, number 2.
4-yard line of Beverly.
So the Fishermen will take over on downs.
Gloucester takes over.
At their own 44-yard line with 31 seconds left. And the Fishermen, that was big defensive play right there. And no matter how you cut it out, Gloucester's going to start the second half with the ball, and they're going to end the first half with the ball. So let's see what Gloucester does here. They have 3 timeouts left. They've only called the 2 20-second timeouts. They haven't called a full one yet. So let's see what Gloucester comes up with here with 31 seconds remaining in the half, trailing it by 1. Smith. And he gets away from the pressure, gets around the corner, and he gets out of bounds. Does he get out of bounds? Yep, he does. Stops the clock. Beverly came with a heavy pass rush, but Matt Smith was able to elude the rush.
Quarterback advances the ball to the 51-yard line.
And gets the ball down to the
49.
Gets the ball down to the Beverly 49-yard line. And makes it 2nd down and about 3 with 21 seconds left. Smith. Here comes the red pass rush again, and he goes down. And that might be a fumble, no. And he's going to call another.
Plays whistle dead.
The referee threw the flag. It's another intentional grounding on Gloucester. You know, if that's the case, you're better off taking the sack. 12 seconds left in the half, and the Fishermen just better sit on the ball now. That's a loss of down.
Call for intentional grounding. It is now 3rd down and 15.
3rd and 15 for Gloucester. To make it 3rd and 16, the clock is running, and they may not get another playoff. Nope, they're not gonna. All right, that's the end of the first half. With the score, the Beverly Panthers 8,
halftime.
The Gloucester Fishermen 7.
Gloucester High School Fishermen.
And we'll be back with second half action in just a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support KPN TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, KPN TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that KPN TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. KPN TV provides so much for Gloucester and KPN. We are a very proud supporter of KPN TV.
To learn more about becoming a KPN TV underwriter, email sponsor@kpntv.org.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you will experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support KPN Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support KPN Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the KPN area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Second half action. Here come the Fishermen. They trail it 8-7. I'm Phil Nicastro. The cameraman tonight is Jim Capillo. KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. And that was a pretty good first half of football. A lot of penalties on both teams. Gloucester will start this half with the ball, trailing it by 1 point. And this game has all the makings of another Gloucester Beverly Classic. During the regular season the past 3 or 4 years, Beverly has won this game. But the 2 times these two teams have met in the playoffs, the Fishermen have come out on top. But this year, there won't be any Beverly-Gloucester playoff game because they're going to be separated in 2 different divisions. I believe Gloucester's going to be in 3, and Beverly will be in Division 2 come playoff time. All right, Gloucester will get the ball for the start of the second half. Excellent crowd here tonight at Knoll Stadium. I think Gloucester just needs to clean up their discipline a little bit on the field. They got a lot of penalties that half that kept Beverly drives alive. But they only trail it by 1. All right. Here comes the Beverly kick team. They tee the ball up. Number 41 for Beverly. Tees it up. Jack Laganis. And here we go, folks. And he booms it away. Low liner. Let it go out of bounds. Let it go out. No. Romario Oliver picks it up. And he gets it up to the 20-yard line.
Ball received at the 10-yard line by Gloucester. Return to the
Romeo Oliver, number 17, on the return for the Fishermen. So the Fishermen trail it by 1 point as we start the second half. Ball has been placed on the Gloucester 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Fishermen. All right, Matt Smith brings the team out of the huddle. I formation. Hand off, nowhere. Good defensive play by Beverly. Dalen Locke lost a couple of yards on that play.
And 12.
2nd down, 12 for the Fishermen. Not a good way to start the half. The Fishermen need to put together a nice drive here. There's that reverse again to Mark Smith. And he takes a couple of big hits. Gets the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. But that makes it 3rd and 10.
Ball spotted at the 19-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 10 Gloucester at their own 19. Trailing it by 1 point. Pass. Oh, incomplete. It went right through the hands of Ollie Emerson, number 2. He was open. May not have gotten the first down, though. But that's speculation. But the Fishermen got a punt nonetheless. It's 4th down and 10. We got a Beverly team that's 0-1. And what do we have? We got timeout Gloucester. It's a full timeout.
You should have bought 2 rolls. Phil, I sold it.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results of tonight's 50-50. If you have ticket number 493-921, please report to the boosters.
Punt formation for Gloucester. And they get it away. Nice kick. And that's a live ball. And Gloucester gets a great roll. All right, good defensive play by the Fishermen. Good special teams play by the
Once
Fishermen.
Again, the numbers are 493-921.
So Gloucester, there's the flag on the play, of course.
$455.
Sold it to when the concession was Jeff 20. Missed it by 1 number.
All right. Penalty was on Beverly on the punt. So the Fishermen got a major break on that. That was a nice kick by Dalen Locke.
Penalty on Beverly.
So Beverly will take over on downs at their own 10. Or make it their own 12. So the Fishermen can pin Beverly here. And Safari again, the ball carrier. Number 2. He's their go-to guy, it looks like.
Gain of 1 yard for Beverly Panthers.
That was a gain of 1.
2 yards.
Make it 2. Second down and 8.
Second and 8.
For Beverly. The Fishermen need a big defensive stop here. They got to get the ball back in good field position. Safari again. He turns the corner. And he gets the first down. It looks like.
Appears to be done on approximately the 21-yard line.
And it's a first down, Beverly.
And it's deemed a first down.
Amir Safari. So it's 1st and 10 Beverly at their own 22.
1st and 10 at the Beverly 22-yard line.
Pass. Good sack.
Sack.
Ollie Emerson.
Fisherman, number 2.
Number 2. Ollie Emerson.
Emerson, captain.
And that pass rush for the Fishermen has been outstanding the first 2 weeks of the season. All right, now it's 3rd down. Excuse me, 2nd down and 19 for Beverly. That was
and 18.
Big play by the Fishermen defense there.
19.
Passing again, Berry looks out there and it's almost picked off.
Incomplete. Over the head of number 11 for the Fishermen.
Number 11 for Gloucester on the defensive play. James Nelson. So it's 3rd down and 19 for Beverly.
Once again, 50-50 winner, 493-421.
And this is a big play for Gloucester. They've got to stop Beverly on this play and force a punt and put themselves in better field position. They only trail it by 1. 3rd and long for Beverly. You know they're going to be passing. He throws it out there. Oh, he was wide open. Number 5 for Beverly. It was wide open. And it was an incomplete pass. The quarterback was under a lot of heat. Pat Parsons was number 5. And here comes the Beverly punt team.
For the Beverly Panthers, so keeping their own territory.
Gloucester will take over in pretty decent field position. Dalen Locke goes back. The punt returner for Gloucester. So now Gloucester will have a golden opportunity to score some points here, barring any penalties, a turnover. The Beverly punter is in his own end zone. There's the snap. And he shanked it. It's going to go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line of Beverly, and Gloucester will have even better field position than they even thought.
Excuse me, referee marks at the 27.
That's what happens a lot in high school football. You don't have much of a punting game. So Gloucester will have a golden opportunity. The ball's been placed at the 27-yard line of Beverly. And the Fishermen have got to take advantage here. Locke gets up the middle, gets good yardage there, gain of about 6. 5
down to approximately
or 6.
20-yard line.
Dalen Locke.
19.
So it was a gain of 5, second down 5, Fisherman. 6.5 minutes left, third quarter. It's just a 1-point game, folks. This has all the makings of a great game. Handoff, Ryan Argentino. He gains a couple. Number 8, Ryan Argentino. He gained 4, makes it third down and 1 for Gloucester.
Third down, less than a yard to go.
Even less than that. It looks like it's third and inches for Gloucester. All right, third and inches for Gloucester.
Make that the Beverly 18-yard line.
Argentino again gets the first down. Gain of about 3. But that's all he needed. He only needed like 6 inches.
First down, Gloucester High School at the Beverly 14-yard line.
So the ball's been placed at the Beverly 14, first and 10 Fishermen. Lock again, but this time he can't turn the corner. Oh, he's
wrapped up.
That could have been a little rough in there, a little extracurricular activity, but the referee's not going to call it. And we have an injured Beverly player down.
Beverly player down.
And let's see here.
Timeout.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, welcome back. So the Beverly player goes limping off the field. All right. Second down 14 for Gloucester. Loss of 4 on that last play. Pitch out. He cuts it back inside. Dalen Locke. Gain of about 5 or 6. And we have another injured player. for Beverly.
Third down and a short 2. Beverly player down on the field.
It will bring up a third down in 8.
3rd and 9 for the Fishermen.
For Gloucester, we have another injured player on the field. We'll keep it right here this time. And Gloucester needs to take advantage of this opportunity that they have. They're deep inside Beverly territory with 5:05 left in the third quarter. They only trail it by 1. It has turned out to be a pretty nice night down here at Newell Stadium. The rain has stopped. And, all right, both teams have been called to the sidelines. Okay, we will take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Cape Ann Auto Body and Service Center has served Cape Ann families since 1955. We learned long ago that the best way to keep our customers is to provide skilled and friendly services at reasonable prices. Unlike large or chain repair businesses, each of our customers is a very important part of our business.
Personal is what makes Cape Ann Television so valuable to our community. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, number 67 was the injured player for Beverly. Billy Shaw was the injured player for Beverly. Junior, defensive lineman. All right, third down and 8. That looks like 8 to me for the Fishermen. The ball is on the Beverly 13-yard line. Reverse. Mark Smith this time. Turns the corner. Did he get the first down? I don't think he did. He's close to it. It's going to bring up a fourth down for Gloucester. And maybe a yard to go. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Fourth down.
Gloucester with no huddle. No huddle on the fourth down play. They better make sure they got their ducks in a row here. Quick handoff, and it's a first down.
Fishermen, first down. Goal to go.
So, big play for the Fishermen. They get the first down. It's first and goal to goal at the Beverly 4-yard line. Handoff again. Touchdown, Gloucester.
Touchdown, Gloucester Fishermen.
Dalen Locke.
At the river end.
And the Fishermen take the lead, pending the extra point. It's 13-8 right now. Let's see what the Fishermen do here. They're going to go for 2. If they go for 2, and if they make it, that will give them a 6-point lead. Yep, they're going to go for 2. All right. They're ahead right now, 13-8. Pass, incomplete.
2-point.
All right.
Incomplete.
As the teams head back upfield with the score, the Gloucester Fishermen 13, the Beverly Panthers 8. We'll be back in just a moment.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the Cape Ann area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
Daddy, that light's on again. I think we need to go to Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese Shop.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you have a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Fishermen take the lead, 13-8, 4:06 left, third quarter. This has all the makings of a great football game. Of course it does. It's Gloucester versus Beverly. And he booms it away. And it goes into the end zone. That's a live ball. What?
Ball rolls out of the end zone.
Rolled out of the end zone. Okay. All right.
Position. 1st and 10 at the 25.
All right. Beverly, 1st and 10 at their own 20, I believe. Yep. That was a nice kick by Brandon Rivera. He kicked it where nobody could get it, and it rolled out of the end zone. All right, 1st and 10 Beverly at their own 20. Fishermen have a lead, 13-8. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 Beverly at their own 20. Triple I formation this time. Pass in. He throws it out there. He's got a man. It's incomplete. And we have a flag on the play. It's in the secondary,
pass,
which means it could be on Gloucester.
At approximately the 36-yard line.
I don't think it was pass interference. Got a holding on Gloucester. So that's an automatic first down for Beverly.
Against Gloucester,
that's a
holding.
That's a 10-yard penalty. So put the ball on the 30.
Beverly Panthers.
So 1st and 10 Beverly at their own 30. All right.
At the 30-yard line.
One thing the Fishermen are doing this week, they're committing penalties. It's one thing they didn't do last week. Handoff. Al Safari, again, he's tough to bring down. Gain of about 6. Al Safari, the senior running back. Amir Al Safari. 2nd down 4 for Beverly.
2nd down and 5.
The clock continues to run. 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. Triple I formation again. Another flag down. Offsides, Fishermen
Flags,
again.
Line movement.
But we might, Al Safari might have the first down, so they'll decline the penalty. And it's been a flag fest tonight on the Fishermen. No, this one's on Beverly, it looks like. No, it's on the defense. All right. Beverly declines it because they got the first down.
Penalty is declined. First down, Beverly.
So the ball is on the Beverly 42-yard line, first and 10.
42-yard line.
And all the penalties Gloucester's committed tonight, it's keeping Beverly alive. Was that inside? Is that inside handoff again? Look out! And there we go, number 28 for Beverly down the sidelines, big yardage. He cuts it back. He's going to go in for a touchdown, but we have a flag on the play. What else is new?
Beverly touchdown. Flag on the field.
And let's see what it has. The flag was way downfield, so it's probably on Gloucester. No, no flag. He picked it up. So it's 6 points for Beverly. Number 28, Clark Marchand. He's got
flag has been waved off.
That's his second touchdown of the night. He has one passing and he has one rushing.
Second flag was thrown.
Oh, so we do have a penalty on Beverly. Okay. Unsportsmanlike. No.
Give it to him!
What are they doing? Are they counting this touchdown or what? The referee's talking to Tony Zarelli right now. Beverly now, the scoreboard says Beverly 14, Gloucester 13. And the referee is putting the ball in extra point formation now. Okay. All right, so the touchdown does stand. Okay, extra point attempt for Beverly. 1 point game again. Beverly leads it. Snap ball down. Kick is up, and it is good.
2 point game.
So the teams head back upfield with the score: the Beverly Panthers 15, the Gloucester Fishermen 13. We'll be back in a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support KPN TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, KPN TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that KPN TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. KPN TV provides so much for Gloucester and KPN. We are a very proud supporter of KPN TV.
To learn more about becoming a KPN TV underwriter, email sponsor@kpntv.org.
All right, welcome back, folks. 2:49 left, third quarter. Beverly leads at 15-13. There was a penalty on Beverly on the touchdown that's being assessed on the kickoff. So they're going to kick off from their own 25. So the Fishermen are going to have, hopefully, good field position out of this situation. And nice high kick. Received it. Oh, he fumbled it. Pick it up and just fall on it. Okay. All right. All right, so Gloucester will take over at their own 40.
This is mishandled, but recovered at the Gloucester 40-yard line.
Number 21 was the kickoff receiver for Gloucester, Harrison Marshall. He fumbled it, but he recovered his own fumble at the Gloucester 40-yard line. That was too bad, too, because it looked like he had a good head of steam built up. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Gloucester at their own 40. 2-point game. Handoff, Locke again. He's going to cut back. He finds a hole this time. And he gains about 5. Gets the ball up to the 45-yard line. Dalen Locke, number 22 for Gloucester. And
down at the 45-yard line.
And he's hurting right now. No, that's Mark Smith, number 32. And number 17, Romeo Oliver, comes in for his spot. Mark Smith has been coming in and out of the lineup both weeks, last week and this week, due to injury, but he finds his way back in there. So it's 2nd down 5 for the Fishermen.
That was Mark Smith hobbling off the field. A junior.
Clock is running, 2:13 left, third quarter. Fishermen with the ball. Handoff, Ryan Argentino, first down. Argentino, good gain.
First down, Gloucester Fishermen, Beverly 45.
10-yard gain for Argentino, gets down to the Beverly 45-yard line. Move the sticks. 1st and 10, Gloucester at the Beverly 45. Excellent football game here tonight. 2 great rivalries, a heavyweight battle. 1st and 10, Gloucester at the Beverly 45. Oh, the Fishermen jumped.
Offside, Beverly Panthers.
And it's going to be 1st down 15 for Gloucester, right at the 50-yard line.
Knocking it off. Illegal procedure against Gloucester.
Actually, the ball has been spotted at the 49-yard line. If you want to get precise. All right, 1st and 15 for the Fishermen. All right, here we go. 1st and 15. Lock, nowhere. Lost yardage on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and about 17 for Gloucester. As we approach 1 minute left
Ran into a Potter Panthers.
in the third quarter. Lost yardage again.
48-yard line.
Lost a yard, so it's 2nd down and 16. We're under a minute now. Smith rolls out, throws it, has a receiver. Ollie Emerson catches it.
Completed pass.
Gain of about 8 on the play.
To the Beverly 42.5-yard line.
And it brings up a 3rd down and 7 for Gloucester. And we have another injured Beverly player on the field, number 85.
Lures the ball right on the 42.
Bobby Adams is the injured player. We'll be back in a few minutes with the score. Beverly 15, Gloucester 13.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Cape Ann Auto Body and Service Center has served Cape Ann families since 1955. We learned long ago that the best way to keep our customers is to provide skilled and friendly services at reasonable prices. Unlike large or chain repair businesses, each of our customers is a very important part of our business.
Personal is what makes Cape Ann Television so valuable to our community. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
Third down and 7 for Gloucester.
3rd and 6.
Smith hands it off. Dalen Locke, 1st down. Big run for Gloucester there.
Fisherman.
That keeps the drive alive.
Territory.
We're down to 10 seconds left in the third quarter. And that might be the last play. Let's see.
Timeout Beverly.
Timeout Beverly.
Ball is placed.
And it's a full timeout.
4-yard line of Beverly.
And with 10 seconds left in the third quarter, we'll keep it right here because that's only one more play. But it's a 1st down Gloucester at the Beverly 34-yard line. And penalties by the Fishermen have kept Beverly in this game. In fact, Beverly has the lead, 15-13. And so far, this has been a great football game to watch. And we still got a whole fourth quarter to go. So the Fishermen will get one more playoff here in the third quarter. It will be a 1st and 10 play at the Beverly 39. 34. Hand off Argentino. He's got a big hole. Gains about 8 on the play. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. Yep, that should be it. 9-yard gain for Ryan Argentino. And it's the end of the third quarter with the score, the Beverly Panthers 15, the Gloucester Fishermen 13. We'll be back for an exciting fourth quarter in just a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you will experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support KPN Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the Cape Ann area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Second down and 2 as we start the fourth quarter. Fishermen trail it by 2. Handoff up the middle. Argentino, first down, and he takes it all the way down inside the 10, down to the 7. Make it the 8.
Long run.
Ryan Argentino.
Down Gloucester at the Beverly 8.
And we have another timeout on the field. This is a full timeout this time. And again, we'll keep it right here. So the Fishermen trailing it by 2, have a nice drive here. If they can just stop committing some penalties,
First and goal at the Gloucester 8-yard.
they might be able to hold off Beverly in this game. They got to take the lead here, though. We'll see what happens. It's a first down and goal for Gloucester at the Beverly 8. Jim Capello on the camera tonight. I'm Phil Nicastro, KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. Next week, a very unusual opponent comes to Gloucester. The Somerville Highlanders come here for the first time ever. And we'll talk about that game a little later on. We don't want to look ahead too far. But Beverly 0-1. They need this victory badly. With the 7-game regular season, falling to 0-2 does you no good. But Gloucester looking to take the lead here. First down goal. 10:51 left in the game.
First and goal for Gloucester at the Beverly 8-yard line.
All right. Smith calling the signals. Pitch out. No. Reverse. Inside the. Did he get in? At the 1-yard line. I believe Mark Smith has the ball. That was a nice play by Gloucester. I was fooled by who had the ball. Here comes.
Second and goal from the 1.
It was Mark Smith again, and he's limping again. He's going to come off the field. No, he's hanging in there. 2nd and 1 for Gloucester. Handoff, Argentino. Did he get in? Nope.
3rd and goal at the 1.
Here comes Romeo Oliver. He's going to take Smith's spot. And Smith again comes limping off. It's 3rd down and less than a yard for Gloucester. Clock is running, just under 10 minutes. And I can see Mark Smith on the sideline right now. He's hurting. Handoff. And he didn't get in. Did he? It was close.
Pile up.
I believe it was Argentino.
Yard to go.
The ball carrier.
4th down.
It brings up 4th down. He didn't get in. 4th down and about 6 inches. And the Gloucester's going to go for it. If it was me, I'd just do a quarterback keeper.
Here comes the Thunder.
You don't want to have Beverly get good penetration in the backfield. That's it, quarterback keeper. He's got to get in this time. Yes, touchdown. Matthew Smith gives the Fishermen the lead again.
19-15.
That makes the score 19-15. And let's see what the Fishermen do here. I would love to see them go for 2. Yeah, I think they're gonna. Matthew Smith on the quarterback keeper. A back and forth affair here tonight. Smith on the 2-point conversion. Big play here for the Fishermen. Offsides Gloucester again.
Movement, Gloucester.
The Fishermen continue to shoot themselves in the foot all night long. Or otherwise, this game might not be as close as it is right now.
Puts them 5 yards further back.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Probably still going to go for the 2 points. 19-15. All right, let's go. Here we go. They're still going to go for 2. Smith, he fades back. He's looking. He's going to run it. Is he going to get in? No. The Beverly player made a last-second tackle right at the 1-yard line and kept the Fishermen out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. As the teams head back upfield with the score, the Fishermen 19, the Panthers 15. We'll be back in a few moments.
Daddy, that light's on again. I think we need to go to Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese John.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you're a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center. right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
To 15, the Fishermen lead it, and this has been an excellent football game here tonight. A heavyweight battle, I should say, between two very good football teams. All right, Brandon Rivera tees it up. He approaches it. Low line and kick. It's picked up by number 23 for Beverly. Now make it 33. He brings it up to the 35-yard line.
Returns to the 35-yard line. Beverly ball.
Mike Anderson for Beverly on the return. And Beverly will go on offense at their own 35-yard line. And the Fishermen defense needs to tighten up a little bit right here. They have a 4-point lead. Handoff, Safari again. Gain of about 6, maybe 7.
Out to the 43-yard line. 42.
Second down and about 3 for Beverly at their own 42-yard line.
Second and 3.
Cape Ann TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football, and what a game this has been tonight, folks. Two excellent football teams. Inside handoff again. It's a first down, Beverly.
First down, Beverly.
And another Beverly player goes limping off.
6-yard line.
But it's a first down. He was the ball carrier, number 28. Clock marching. He has both of Beverly's touchdowns tonight. All right, triple I formation for Beverly. First and 10 at their own 46. Handoff to Safari, and this time the Fishermen bottle him up. For the first time tonight, they stop him for no yards.
No gain. Loss of a yard.
I see he might have lost a yard on that play. Yep. Second down 11. Clock continues to run. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. The Fishermen are hanging on to a 4-point lead. And timeout, Beverly.
Timeout, Beverly.
And it looks like let's see. No, it's a 20-second timeout. Only the quarterback went to the sidelines, and that's it. He's already back in the huddle. So these 20-second timeouts are very quick. The Beverly quarterback ran over to the coach. He said hello and came back to the huddle. That's what it looked like. All right, second down 11. All right. Triple I. Hand off the ball, it comes loose. And Safari recovers
the
it.
pitch was mishandled, recovered by Beverly.
Beverly recovers it.
Loss.
And it's a big loss.
The ball is at the 39-yard line.
Ball's on the 39 of Beverly. That brings up third down and about 16 Make it 17.
3rd and 17.
And the Fishermen caught a huge break on that play. The only thing that would have been better is that if they actually recovered it, but they didn't. But it's 3rd down, 17. This is a huge play for the Fishermen. They've got to stop them on this play.
Go guys, one more stop. One more stop.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. They spread the field this time. And what do we got? We got a timeout. Fishermen, is it a 20-second timeout? Yeah, it is.
Timeout, Gloucester.
It's another 20-second timeout, I can tell. Because only the captains are going to the sidelines.
3rd down, 17 at the Panther 40-yard line.
That time, Beverly came out in a spread formation. Gloucester has not seen that all night. Zarelli called the timeout. But this time, the Beverly quarterback's having an extended conversation with the coach. Now he comes out.
Big play, defense.
Nick Berry, the quarterback of Beverly, shotgun formation. We got trips right, twins left. No backfield. Fades back, he's looking, he heaves it downfield. He's got a man there, and it's incomplete.
Overthrown. Incomplete pass.
So the Beverly
4th and 17 for Beverly
is facing a 4th down and 17, and they're going to have to punt the ball here, you would think. So back deep for the Fishermen is Dalen Clark. Locke, I'm sorry. All right, so the Fishermen are going to get the ball halfway through this 4th quarter with a 4-point lead. Good snap. He kicks it. And they're going to let it bounce. He gets a good roll. And Locke fields it inside the 20. 1st and 10 Gloucester. Now the Gloucester offense has a golden opportunity right here to put together a long, sustained drive and put this game away. 6:02 left. The Fishermen on this drive, they want to get at least a couple of first downs.
Punt was down by the Fishermen.
All right.
At the 17-yard line.
6:02. Fishermen ahead by 4. Up the middle. That was Dalen Locke again on the carry. No, it was Ryan Argentino.
2nd down and 5.
Argentino's having himself a pretty good second half. That was a gain of about 6. 2nd down 4 for Gloucester. And they're going to take their sweet old time in the huddle. They do anyways. 5.5 minutes left. There's that reverse again. Mark Smith. Did he get the first down? He was close. Keep the clock running. He stayed in bounds. Smart move by Mark Smith. And of course, he's limping again. He limps after every play.
Possible first down. I think we're going to have a first down.
No, they're going to give him a first down. No measurement. Okay.
First down, Gloucester Fishermen. At the 28-yard line.
So that keeps the clock moving. 5 minutes left. First and 10 Gloucester at their own 29, 28. Okay. Argentino again. They were keen on Dalen Locke early in the game, number 22. Now the Fishermen have gone to Ryan Argentino, and there's been a little more space for him. And what's going on here? Do we have a timeout? No. And I think we had a 20-second timeout by Gloucester.
2nd and 8.
The clock is stopped. 4:40 remaining. 2nd down and 8. So Ryan Argentino has been the featured back in this quarter. Good hole. First down, Fisherman. Dalen Clark this time. Gets it over the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Gloucesterman.
Another first down for Gloucester, and that takes more time off the clock.
47-yard line. First down.
1st and 10, Fishermen at their own 47. And that's big. Nope. That just takes more time off the clock. Great job. Dalen Clark. A lock again.
Gloucester Fishermen first down at their 47-yard line.
And sooner or later, Beverly's going to have to start using timeouts. Handoff. Lock again. Gets a couple yards. It looked like a face mask. Of course, they're not going to call it.
The 50-yard line.
It was a 3-yard gain by Dalen Locke. Number 22, just a sophomore. He picked up 3 yards, 2nd down 7. But folks, that keeps the clock running. All right, Fishermen break the huddle, 3.5 minutes left. Argentino didn't get too far on that one. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. That will make it 3rd down and 7, or 3rd and 8. And this time,
49-yard line.
We have a full timeout by Beverly.
Timeout.
With the score, Gloucester 19, Beverly 50. We'll be back in a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support Cape Ann TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, Cape Ann TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that Cape Ann TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. Cape Ann TV provides so much for Gloucester and Cape Ann. We are a very proud supporter of Cape Ann TV.
To learn more about becoming a Cape Ann TV underwriter, Email sponsor@kpntv.org.
All right, everybody, welcome back. 3:14 left in the game. A huge third down play coming up for both teams. 3rd and 7, 3:14 left. And if the Fishermen can get a first down here, this will be huge. Smith, he's going to take it around the corner himself. Did he get the first down? Not quite. Oh, a tough decision here for Coach Zarelli. 4th down. What do you do here? The last time he went for it on 4th down, he didn't get it. And Beverly ended up scoring. So it's 4th down and about 1.
4th down and 1 yard.
And it looks like he's going to go for it. And this is the game right here. This is the play right here, 4th and 1. If Beverly holds them, they get a chance. If Gloucester gets a first down, they can put the hammer down. Here we go, 4th and 1. He's going to roll out again, and he'll get the first down this time. And he'll take it down the sidelines, down to the 35-yard line. First down, Gloucester.
Gloucester Fishermen.
2:17 left in the game.
The Beverly 35-yard line.
And the Fishermen are on the verge
34-yard line.
of going 2-0 on the season. First and 10, Gloucester at the Beverly 34. And Gloucester can take their sweet old time now. They're in Beverly territory. And after this play, anticipate a timeout from Beverly. As the Beverly fans get up and say, see you later, I'm leaving. Argentino hanging on to the ball for dear life. Gets it down for about a 4-yard gain. And do we have a timeout by Beverly? No, they're letting the clock run.
Second down and 7.
3-yard gain for Argentino. And we're under 2 minutes now. And one more first down should do it for Gloucester. Handoff. Argentino gets taken down just short of the first down, but it makes the 3rd and 1, I believe, a 3rd and 2. But the clock continues to run. Why ain't Beverly using their timeouts? I'll never know.
Gloucester, 3rd and 3. 3rd and a long 2.
3rd and 2 for Gloucester at the Beverly 26. 1:08, 1:07. The clock is ticking. It's a 3rd and 2. And we got a flag. Oh, no. Did the Fishermen jump off sides? They must have. Yep. So it's 3rd down and...
Delay of game, Gloucester.
Delay of game, okay. It wasn't offside. I didn't see anyone move, so it's a delay of game.
37.
But that stops the clock. That's like a timeout for Beverly. It's 3rd and 7 now. 53 seconds remaining in the game. And what do we have now? We got a timeout. Timeout, Gloucester. Is it a full timeout? It has to be. They don't have any 20 seconds left.
Timeout, Gloucester.
Yeah, it's a full timeout. Okay, 53 seconds remaining in the game. The score, the Gloucester Fishermen 19, the Beverly Panthers 50. We'll be right back for the conclusion of this game.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support KPN Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about KPN, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support KPN Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back, folks. 53 seconds remaining in the game. 3rd down and 7 for the Fishermen. A big play here. Smith makes a good move, and he gets the first down. He's going to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Smith. And the Fishermen are going to go to 2-0 on the season. Beverly will fall to 0-2.
10-point lead. Gloucester Fishermen 25. Beverly Panthers 15.
That gives Gloucester a 10-point lead. And folks, 42 seconds left in this game. This was an excellent football game here tonight. So we can look forward to next week with Somerville, for the first time ever, will come to Newell Stadium. Brandon Rivera comes in and will kick the extra point. Snap ball down, kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right.
Extra point fails.
The teams will head back upfield.
10 with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left.
42 seconds remaining in the game.
Where you all going? You didn't watch the Super Bowl, huh?
And folks, this was an excellent football game here tonight, and it looks like the Fishermen are going to prevail. Right now the score is 25-15, 42 seconds remaining in the game. Number 7, Romeo Oliver, down on the sideline. Looks like he's injured. So Mark Smith and Romeo Oliver, the 2 wingbacks for the Fishermen, have suffered some injuries in this game. Brandon Rivera will kick off. Low lining kick, ground ball. Hits a Beverly player, but he picks it up and takes off with it. He's tackled at the 47-yard line.
Beverly returns the ball to the 37-yard line.
So look for Beverly to air it out here with a couple of long bombs. And if you're Gloucester, you put defensive backs back there. Don't let anyone get behind you. The Fishermen are going to go to 2-0 on the season. A great start for them. They didn't play as well as they did last week against Revere, but it was good enough. Beverly spreads the field. Twins right, Twins left. Berry in the shotgun. Here comes the pass rush. He throws a wild duck up there, and it's caught. No, incomplete. No, I thought he had caught it. 27 seconds left. Number 11 for Beverly
Pass is incomplete.
Was the intended receiver.
27.7 seconds remaining.
Barner.
In hyper time.
Ryan Barner was the intended receiver, number 11 on that play. I thought he caught it. He hit his back to me, but no, he dropped it. I want to thank Jim Capello tonight. Another great job on the camera. KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football will be here next week against Somerville, a team the Fishermen don't know too much about, and that can be a dangerous situation sometimes. Here comes the pass rush again. It was deflected up in the air, and it's incomplete. That stops the clock. It's now 3rd and 10.
21.1 seconds left.
21 seconds left.
3rd and 10, Beverly.
So I think the only thing the Fishermen need to clean up as far as this game is concerned is not so many penalties, especially on defense. Jumping off sides a lot, keeping drives alive that kept Beverly in this game, but the Fishermen prevailed. The score right now is 25-15. We'll see. There's that little swing pass. Look out, and he's wide open. He catches it. And he gets the first down. That stops the clock briefly. There's only 8 seconds left. There was that halfback pass.
Is good.
1st and 10, Beverly at the Gloucester 35. And Berry spikes the ball with 6 seconds left. He did that intentionally to stop the clock. So Beverly's going to try to put one more score on the board. Nothing is going to do him any good. All right, shotgun formation. We got Twins right. Now makes it Trips right. Berry, he throws it downfield. He heaves it up there, and it's incomplete. And we got a pass interference. And there's no time on the clock. Don't tell me the referee's going to call that.
Penalty, Gloucester.
The game cannot end on a defensive penalty. So let's see what happens here. Well, first of all, pass interference is not a spot foul. It's a 10-yard penalty in high school football. It's only a spot foul in the NFL, which I think that rule ought to change in that league. But let's stick to the high schoolers for now. All right, here we go. Last play for Beverly. No, there's no time on the clock. So Beverly will try, we'll have one more play.
The last play of the game.
To try to put some points on the board.
20-yard line.
All right, here we go. One last play for Beverly. Twins right, Twins left, shotgun formation. Offsides Beverly.
Offside Beverly.
That should end the game right there. So it's getting ugly here, Jim. What an ugly finish to this game. A great game with this ugly finish. But that's okay.
25-yard line, no time left on the clock.
The scoreboard looks pretty to us. 25-15 Fishermen. And like I said a few minutes ago, the Highlanders of Somerville will come to Gloucester next week. One play left. Shotgun formation for Beverly. He rolls out. He's looking, he heaves it downfield. He's got a man there, and it's incomplete. And folks, that's the ball game, folks.
Game is over.
So, the Gloucester Fishermen will go to 2-0 with the final score of 25-15 over the Beverly Panthers. I'm Phil Nicasio. I want to thank my cameraman, Jim Capello. This has been a production of KPN TV Sports, Gloucester High School Football, and we will see you next week when Somerville comes to town. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.